Welcome back, all. Alright, so continuing out east here toward Kakariko Village. We got some more stuff in the area. This little chain of islands, there's a treasure chest, I believe. You might find some fishing and some rock trouble there as well. And we're going to kind of head back toward this mountain peak, these next two little ponds or whatever they are, for some more treasure, fishing, etc. Alright, so let's like normal bass here. I'm not really interested. And there's our treasure chest. Excellent. And I can't really tell what kind of fish these are, so stand by while I blow them up. Quick gemstone. Okay, again I can't tell. Stand by. I think there's stamina. I hate when that happens. Alright. I am colorblind, so unfortunately I do get fooled a lot with these fish. I never seem to tell exactly what they are until I'm already too late into it. But I really need stamina, so bear with me while I collect my Staminoka bass. Alright, so let's head back toward that mountain peak now. Ooh, we got an Octorok somewhere. Forest Octorok. Alright, so I'm looking for a pinwheel, and I think I just found it. This is another one of those that a bomb arrow might be beneficial, and I say might, because I haven't had much luck with blowing them all up at the same time lately. Yeah. I'm getting kind of low on those, so pass. Come on, dude. Alright. Let's head back toward this little pond here now. Lots of fishing in here, so make sure you got your full stealth equipped so you can just kind of swim around and pick them all up with ease. And you should get mighty or armored, or both, and stamina out of here. And of course you might even get some regular high roll bass. Oh, and don't forget your frogs. Okay, so there's our treasure chest. Oops. Okay, next up is the next little pond that I pointed out before. So just head toward the dueling peaks so you don't get lost. And check those trees for beetles or lizards. Of course, if one of those things pop up, then it might scare them off before you can collect. Alright, so another little pond here with another treasure chest and some more fishing. Not anything too great. That's alright. Something's better than nothing, I always say. Okay, so what we're going to do now is kind of come out and around, and we're going to climb up to this ledge right here. If you went up to the trees, you're too far. We're looking for this ledge right here, and it's kind of parallel with the top of our tower. So that's a good, like, landmark for you. Long story short, that's what we're looking for, so don't climb too much. They'll just waste your time. And do be aware that you might have some boulders coming down at you. So keep your eye on the prize while you ascend here. Let me get that stamina full. Alright, so that should be it. And if you're at about level with the top of that tower, you are good to go. And that's where that guy is. Okay, we got this Korok seed earlier on in the walkthrough. There's a yellow flower, starts here, kind of skips and hops across these islands and ends up here. So from here, I'm actually going to fly down to this next shrine. It's underneath this overhang somewhere. I can't really show you on the map, but we'll get there here. There's another treasure chest right about there. It's under this tree. And it's just laying there on the ground. It's plainly visible. But for now, I'm just kind of itching to get to my shrine. I will go ahead and mark it on the map for you, though. It's right around there somewhere. And right now, I'm just going to activate this travel gate. I'm not really going to go in the shrine just yet. Because there's more stuff to do in the area. Alright, I'm going to warp back over to our tower here. And since we were on the subject of that one treasure chest, I will go ahead and point that out for you guys. I think there's a amber or a opal in it. I can't really remember which. Or maybe even a 50 rupee piece. Purple rupee. Alright, so from here, I'm going to fly over here toward this island. So that's going to be a right turn. Ooh, look at that, guys. Big, bright light glowing. You know what that means. Lord of the Mountain. But we don't have the camera function on our Sheikah slate working yet, so I'm not going to go there yet. Okay, there's our treasure chest. Come on, Link. Sort it out, brother. What was that? Alright. Just for quick travel, we're going to warp again. Okay, now we're gonna head off in this direction. There's a floating treasure chest around here somewhere, and you might also see some good fishing and frogging, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm really only looking out for stamina at this point. But I do recommend you guys collect everything the game gives you. So whatever fish you see, go for it. I think I just found my stamina. Excellent. Okay, so I'm getting up there. Alright folks, from here we're actually going to backtrack a little bit. We're going to warp over to our Middle Connections Shrine. This is where Hess2's second location was. Reason being, we're going to still head east, but now we're going to do it from the other side of the river. And the reason for that is because there's tons of treasure over there. Maybe not quite as much treasure, but there's lots of Korok seeds. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably about 10 Korok seeds over there, so it's worth our time to go over there real quick and scoop those bad boys up. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and call our horse. Scratch that. I have a better idea. We're going to head out toward the river. There's lots to do in the river. There's a lot of treasure. So I suppose we should do that first. And check this little waterway here. Oftentimes you'll see 2 or 3 Staminoka bass swimming around for you. So we got ourselves some floating treasure right off the bat. And I gotta go get my stamina, so bear with me, folks. You're gonna find stamina in this river, as well as hardy bass, and both armored and mighty carp. So I'm gonna kind of fly upstream right now. Just because I know there's some sunken treasure in the area. There's one there, one back that way a little. And there's a hardy bass right now, but I'm not worried about it, so I'm gonna try to stay on mission here. Just here for the treasure. Okay, now we're going to head back downstream. Or with the current, in other words. And since I have the current working in my favor, I'm going to put this one out quite a bit. I'll scoop up any fish along the way. Mighty carp, baby. And that is not stamina, so pass. Oh, look at that, I got pretty close. Alright, so from here I'm going to actually head toward the bridge. To the right of the bridge, toward the shoreline. If it's nighttime, you should see a windmill or one of those little pinwheels glowing right about now. And once again, you'll have to get the old bow and arrow out. I'm going to try my luck... Oops. Actually, yeah, I got Traveler's Bow sitting there. I'm going to try my luck with some bomb arrows here. Fail. I got 2 with that blast. Better than none, I suppose. Alright. Next on the hit list is we're going to head toward the bridge. Kerplunk. And right under the bridge, we got a Korok husk hanging down. Always use bombs for these guys. Just be careful not to detonate your ordnance too close to yourself. Otherwise, you'll be blowing yourself up. That's never a fun day. Really? There you go. Alright, on the other side of the bridge, in the water, you should see another treasure chest. Awesome sauce. And we're a little too far away. Alright, go ahead and cross the river. Now we're going to call our horse. And it looks like I got some Kakariko trouble in. Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. I got a Kakariko eyeball that time. Alright, folks, so when you see this big boulder next to the river, that's a good indicator you've got a Korok seed. Okay, this is a complaint I have, programmers. If you let me hold it, then why does it say I cannot hold here? Either let me hold it or don't. Alright, folks. We should have 2 treasure chests out here somewhere in the water. Floating, sunken, etc. Floating and sunken. Is that a traveler's sword? Okay, I'm going to grab that just because that's one of the weapons we need for the side quest when we get to Huntno Village. And I've been using that bad boy a bit, so I'll get rid of him. There was another one on the way to Huntno anyway, but I figured we're here, we got one, we might as well just grab it. Alright, folks. Fly back over toward Horsey. Now there is another buried treasure chest out here near this Guardian, but I'm not going to get it because it's just a boomerang. It's only an attack power of 8. Really crappy weapon. So if you want it, have at it. But for me, I'm going to skip. And it is located right here just in case you want it. Okay, so we are now on the other side of that same river. We're heading toward the tower, the Dueling Peaks area. And we've got several Korok seeds and some more treasure. Okay, this one's going to be a little tricky. Again, use that yellow rune to kind of help light these things up so you know where they are. You know what, I'm going to put my long distance bow on for these, because these are a little farther out than they appear to be. Okay, next on the hit list is this little mountain peak here. I think we got a treasure chest and a Korok up there. And since it's raining, I'm going to go on the other side of this mountain peak. It's a gentler climb that way. Just so I'm not chewing up a bunch of extra stamina. And I'm going to stamp this for you because this boulder is quite a ways out of the way from where our actual Korok seed will end up. So simply push the boulder down the hill, and it should do the rest of the work. What is happening here? There you go. Now if it doesn't automatically go in the hole, we'll have to stasis it in the rest of the way. 9 times out of 10 it will for you. Alright, and there you have it. So we need our horse now, because there's a Korok seed coming up where you have to have the horse for it. So for now I'm just traveling uphill. Okay, we're at this little hilltop under these trees. And I see 2 mushrooms readily available, and I need those. More than 2, maybe 3. Alright. So, I mentioned needing the horse for a Korok seed. There's going to be 3 fences out here in the middle of the grass. And you have to jump all 3 fences right in a row, and your Korok will appear. So here's the fences. Now you don't need to be at full gallop or anything, just, you know, nice gentle cruising speed. Just make sure you actually jump the fences. And those 3 fences were right around here somewhere, give or take. Alright, from here I'm going to head toward this little pier. Actually, scratch that, there's a flagpole right here I'm going to head toward. So back toward the river at this point. You should be able to see the flag from where you were. And unfortunately it's raining in my game, so this might prove challenging. Scratch that. I'm not going to cook the extra stamina to get up there. But there is a Korok seed there for you. If it's not raining in your games, go for it. Alright, so here's that pier I mentioned. Do be aware there should be some stamina swimming around right here by the pier. 2 or 3 of them, if I remember correctly. So walk, don't run, otherwise you'll scare your fish. And it looks like I'm only getting 2 today. Alright. Crap. Okay, there's more where that came from. Now some of these are going to be soldier weapons, which I obviously won't keep in my inventory, but I do want to point them out because at a later time we can come back and they will be better weapons as we progress through our base level weapons. Okay, I really don't need that bow, but it is better than a traveler's bow, so why not? Okay, we got a couple more treasure chests out in the distance there. Ooh, stamina. Did I miss any? I Sure did. Okay, so you might have guessed it, that will be a Korok seed. Little island in the middle of the lake there. Alright, so a couple more treasure chests. Soldier Spear, crap. Do not hold on to that unless you absolutely need to. Alright folks, go ahead and swim to that shoreline over there where it's a nice big sandy beach. And that should be it for treasure chests out of this lake, I believe. I'll do a quick rune and make sure, but I'm pretty sure we got them all. Okay, I'm going to ride back toward that flagpole since it stopped raining in my game. And I'm going to get that Korok seed because those are important. Keep in mind, Link will get a surprising amount of distance on his final jump, so if you're close but not quite there, give it a whirl, and chances are pretty good you're going to make it. Alright, there's that pesky Korok seed I couldn't get before. I don't think I need any more crickets. I got 9. Yeah, I do need them. Alright, now that I have 10, I can stop worrying about crickets. I'll even get an extra one since I'm here. Alright, so 10 is all you need for that side quest in Hot No Village. So now where are we going? We are going to go to this next little lake, Nabi Lake. And we're heading ultimately out toward this island for a Korok seed, and there's some treasure out in that area as well. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pin that, because it is kind of out of the way. So that's where we're heading. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a break-in video. So when we come back, we're going to take care of the rest of this little area. We're going to take care of this lake, and we're going to ride around and get a couple more Korok seeds in this area. I think one out here in this forest. Some more sunken treasure, etc. when we come back.